Welcome back to Simply Blossom, the space where we encourage you to slow down and embrace an intentional living in order to achieve true success. I'm your host, Alicia, and I'm so grateful that you are here with me today for episode 5. Today's topic is one that is often overlooked but absolutely essential for our well being, clarity, and success: sleep health. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to revisit the vision behind the Simply Blossom podcast. This platform was created with one core belief in mind: slowing down is not a setback, it's a strategy for success. In a world that glorifies constant productivity, rest is often treated like a luxury. But the truth is, rest, especially sleep, is not optional, it's foundational. Without it, everything else begins to suffer. Sleep is how our bodies restore themselves. It's when healing happens. It's when our brains process information, emotions are regulated, and energy is replenished. Without proper sleep, we're essentially operating on empty, and no amount of hustle can make up for that. How often have you sacrificed sleep to get more done? Maybe you've said, if I just stay up a little longer, I can finish that project. Or I'll sleep once I reach my goal. I've been there too. But what we don't always realize is that less sleep doesn't equal more productivity. It actually diminishes our performances over time. Many of us were conditioned to believe that exhaustion equals dedication, but neglecting sleep doesn't make us stronger, it makes us depleted. Now, that brings us to today's guest speaker. She is deeply passionate about healing, justice, and wellness. She is a dedicated mother, a licensed clinical social worker, and holds a doctorate in social work. Today, she's here to remind us that rest is radical. Please help me welcome Dr. Jamillah Brown.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Jamillah Brown. I'm so honored to be here with you today. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, I'm a mother, and I'm the host of the Carefully Speaking podcast, which is a space for those of us who are holding spaces for everyone else while still learning how to hold space for ourselves. I'm very passionate about healing justice, and I'm very passionate about emotional truth telling. I'm also very passionate about wellness that's rooted in real life experiences, not just the things that we see on screens and the things that always look good. So today I'm here as an honored guest to talk to you about something that many of us don't hear enough. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. So if you're a caregiver, whether professionally, personally, or emotionally, you know what it means to keep going even when you're feeling tired. You know how to prioritize everyone else's needs. You know how to show up even when your own cup is running low. But what we don't talk about enough is how unhealed caregivers often reproduce harm. And not because we want to, not intentionally, but because we're depleted. When we are constantly in survival mode, we lose access to reflection. We lose access to softness, and we lose access to our higher self. So healing, real healing, it doesn't always look like a retreat or a spa day or a perfect morning routine. Sometimes it looks like just saying no, even when you feel guilty. Sometimes it looks like choosing sleep over the hustle and grind of day-to-day life. Sometimes it looks like just letting yourself feel what you didn't have time to feel earlier. And sometimes it's just taking a breath before you respond. And sometimes it's about asking for help without feeling the need to over explain yourself. So healing can look like many different things, but the one thing is not, it is not a luxury. No, it's a sacred interruption, an interruption of the cycles that keep us quiet, that keep us exhausted, and that keep us resentful. So I am a social worker by profession and a doctor of social work. And I have seen both personally and professionally what happens when people keep pushing. As a mother, I've lived it. And as a woman of color who is learning how to navigate in very complex spaces while still trying to focus on my own healing and holding it all together, I can tell you this: you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be well, and you are allowed to be whole. So if this message speaks to you, I invite you to come join me over on my podcast, Carefully Speaking with Dr. Jamillah Brown. It's available on Spotify, and we talk a lot about healing, emotional labor, parenting, caregiving, breaking generational curses, boundaries, legacies, and the truths that we carry in our bodies. And to all of my fellow caregivers, my fellow social work friends, my therapists, my educators, and my helpers, you don't have to break down to be taken seriously. Just let your rest be your resistance. So I thank you. Thank you again for listening and for watching. And thank you for having me here today. But until next time, I invite you to take care of yourselves, take care of your heart, and take your rest seriously because you deserve it. Thank you so much for listening. Bye now.
Dr. Jamillah Brown, thank you so much for sharing such a powerful message on the importance of rest and sleep. We truly appreciate you being here on Simply Blossom, and we hope to welcome you back again. And for the listeners, if you like to hear more from Dr. Jamillah Brown, be sure to listen to her podcast, Carefully Speaking, on Spotify. I will leave that information in the description box. Now that we understand why sleep matters, here are some practical ways to improve your sleep health. Number one, establish a sleep routine. Consistency is key. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps to regulate your internal clock. Number two, create a restful environment. Your bedroom should feel like a sanctuary. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains, white noise, and calming scents can make a difference. Number three, limit the screen time before bed. The blue light from phones and screens interferes with sleep. Try unplugging at least an hour before bedtime and choose calming activities instead. Number four, avoid stimulants in the evening. Caffeine and nicotine can disrupt the ability to fall asleep. Opt for herbal teas or warm water later in the day. Number five, practice relaxation techniques. If your mind feels busy, try deep breathing, prayer, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. Number six, listen to your body. If you're tired, just honor that. Rest is not a weakness, it's self respect. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this reminder: success isn't about running faster, it's about running smarter. And one of the smartest things you can do is prioritize your sleep. Thank you for tuning in to Simply Blossom. If today's episode resonated with you, please subscribe, share, and comment. I would love to hear how you are improving your sleep habits. Until next time, take care, slow down, and simply blossom.